what a difference a year makes. When I look back over the past year and all the things that have happened, all the battles and the wars and the matches that I've been through, it all kind of comes back for me to one particular match. The one match where people started finally opening their eyes and say, damn, Kenny King is finally living up to his potential. He's finally breaking out. And that match was at the Big Bang with Davey Richards. See, Davey, going into that match, man, I didn't buy into the whole hype machine that Davey Richards was the best wrestler in the world. Davey Richards was this, Davey Richards was that. He was just a regular dude to me. But you proved something to me, Davey. But, homie, I bet I proved something to you too. You see, ever since then, it's been a whole new path for Kenny King. And if you've been watching, you've seen, I've been tearing it up, man. I've always had swag. I've always had the bravado. I've always been able to talk up exactly how good I am. But if you've been watching, homie, you've been seeing I've been proving it too. Going head to head with some of the best tag teams, Kyle and O'Reilly, the world's greatest tag team, taking the kings of wrestling within an inch of their ass and almost taking those belts from them. Going from that to bleeding buckets with the Briscoes. And trust me, Briscoes, you ain't seen the last of us. You're gonna tie up that loose end. But moving forward, May, Toronto, Kenny King, and Davey Richards. One more time. See, Davey, I know you're on a complete different path. You're on a path for kind of redemption almost. You want to prove to everybody that you're not going to be world champion until you're ready. And you feel like you're just going to mow over everybody. You're just going to do whatever you have to do to get there. But check it out, homie. This ain't the same pit bull. I know you ain't the same wolf. So you know what? It's not going to be so much dancing. It's not going to be so much ha, ha, ha. I'm going to be focused. And I'm going to be ready for that ass. And come Toronto, you're going to see what Kenny King is really about. You're going to see the full potential of the pretty boy Pitbull. And I'm going to put that head to bed. You can take that to the bank.
So on to Kenny King. You know, Kenny, me and you have done battle twice now in Ring of Honor. Last time being in Charlotte, the Big Bang. And as Jim Cornette said, we started out with a bang. I beat you, Kenny, but I'll give credit where credit's due. You're a different fighter. You got a mean streak in you. I think we're all seeing that. I like that. I think you need that. You need that aggressiveness in you. That's the animal. That's the wolf in us all. So here we are again. Toronto, we will do battle one more time. And I know you like to tell people, you know, I got a little bit more experience. I got a little bit more confidence. I got a mean streak in me now. And it's true, you do. But the bottom line, Kenny, is you're all part of something. You're all part of my time, my journey. You know, this is not a thing of arrogance. It's not an overdose of confidence. It's simply what is, and what I feel is real. And what I feel is this is my journey. And all of you, Roderick Strong, Christopher Daniels, everyone's been put in my path and lost, is part of my journey. Because like I told you people last time, something great is going to happen. And you're a part of that, Kenny. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to put up a great fight. I'm not saying you're one hell of a competitor. I'm not saying I'm not taking anything away from you. But the bottom line, at the end of the day, the print in bold, this is my time. So, Kenny, I will see you in Toronto, and you will fight a great fight. And you will lose. Destiny has a plan for us all, my friend. And your destiny right now is to be a part of my journey. You will have your journey, Kenny. I have no doubts. I have no doubt you will be Ring of Honor World Champion one day. But not today. Not in Toronto. Not anywhere in the near future. That honor belongs to Davey Richards. On song, Kenny.
For the past couple of months here in Ring of Honor, myself and Kyle O'Reilly have been thrown into the fire. We faced teams like the Briscoe brothers, teams like the Kings of Wrestling, and now May 6th, in Detroit, myself and Kyle find ourselves across the ring from the world's greatest tag team, more importantly, the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. And that fire that we've been thrown into, that same fire is being burnt inside of us. We want to be the best here in Ring of Honor, and in order to do that, you have to be the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. This is our biggest shot, and we can promise you that we will not pass on this opportunity.
You know, Adam talks about our tests lately. It seems we keep coming up short, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't getting a little frustrated with that. Talk about the fire inside. That fire keeps burning hotter and faster and stronger than ever before. Even though we come up short, we keep standing up. And as we stood up, all of the fans stood up with us. So come Detroit, bring the German suplexes, bring the super kicks, bring the Hoss of Pain, because at the end of it all, I'm gonna stand back up. Adam Cole's gonna stand back up, and that flame is gonna keep burning. See you in Detroit.
April 1st, 2011, Atlanta, Georgia. While Ring of Honor took center stage, the unthinkable happened. A record-breaking 363-day tag team title reign came to an end as the Kings of Wrestling lost to Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas. The next day, we were scheduled to take on the new kids on the block, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly. Now, most teams, after suffering such a monumental defeat, would collapse under the pressure. But it's going to take a hell of a lot more than that for the walls of our kingdom to come crumbling down. So we took Kyle O'Reilly, we took Adam Cole, and we decimated them. You see, we snapped back like a rubber band. This man and I were like muscle fibers, because you can tear us a little bit, but once we've mended ourselves, we come back stronger than ever. So once we took care of your flavor of the week, we took our talents to Tokyo, Japan for a little GTL, Global Tag League. On our first day, we defeated the GHC Tag Team Champions Takayama and Sano, and on our last day, we were presented with the prestigious Kanto Show Fighting Spirit Award. Now, most people were fleeing Japan, but we welcomed the opportunity. We embraced the opportunity to go and get our groove back and clash with the Titans, and clash we did. Akiyama, Kensuke, Shiozaki, Morishima, Nakajima. And now we're back. And much like we left all the people of Japan enamored with our talents and our abilities, we come back to North America to find that the Ring of Honor powers that be have smiled down upon the Kings of Wrestling. Dearborn, Michigan, May 6th, a rematch has been signed. Kings of Wrestling versus the American Wolves. Now, if you peruse your DVD catalog, you'll see that the night before Final Battle in Plymouth, Massachusetts, a tag team classic between the Kings and the Wolves took place, with the Kings coming out on top. See, things are a little bit different now, because our opponents, one of them, he's got a shiny new belt around his waist, and his partner tried time and time and time again to get that belt around his waist. Yet he failed time and time and time again. Now, you don't have to be a brainiac to realize that the golden elephant in the room is causing animosity between those two men so thick that you could cut it with, I don't know, a knife edge chop. But see, we beat them last time. And this time, we're going to send you packing, just like we did your little young boy and his girlfriend in Atlanta. We will beat you again. This time, we will beat you quicker.
Kyle O'Reilly, just looking at you pisses me off. And everybody knows you do not want to piss Claudio Castagnoli off. Hell, most guys don't even want to be in the ring with me when I'm in a good mood. So after I'm done with you in Toronto, I'm going to get the best seat in the house, and I'm going to watch Chris Hero win the ROH World Championship.
Oh, that's right. How could I forget? Oh, we got a new champion in Ring of Honor, Eddie Edwards. Gotta be honest with you. I watched you wrestle Roddy in Manhattan, and I wasn't quite sure if you could pull it off. I saw the pinfall, heard the bell ring, saw your hand raised in the air, and I was overcome with joy. I was happy. Because when I saw that 1, 2, 3, I flashed back to another 1, 2, 3. One from Plymouth, Massachusetts. One that was preceded by a rolling elbow. I'll never forget the look on your face, that look of disbelief, as I spun around and cracked you right in the face, hooked that leg, pinned you 1, 2, 3. I got you, Eddie. Yes, you've grown up, you've matured. You know, we've traveled together, Eddie. We've toured together. We used to team. Now you've grown up. Now you're a worthy champion, and I can say that. Some people are a little more worthy, though. I got you, Eddie.
May 6, May 7, Dearborn, Michigan, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Davey Richards, you're gonna leave without your pride. Kyle O'Reilly, you're gonna leave without your health. And Eddie Edwards, you're gonna leave without your championship belt. Because kings reign supreme.
So after weeks of that scumbag ex-manager of mine bitching and moaning and complaining, he got what he wants. He got the matches he wants for Revolution Weekend. First, American Wolves, Kings of Wrestling, Part 2. Now I know, after Atlanta, I know what everybody's saying, I know what everybody's thinking. Me and Davey, what's going on? We had, miscommunication. Sure, it happens. It happens. We are professionals, and we are true competitors. Anytime we get in the ring, tempers are gonna flare, things are gonna happen. We're brothers, we're family, and we're partners, and it happens. I know he spoke his mind on that, and I don't really want to get into it. All you need to know is when we get in that ring to face the Kings of Wrestling, we mean business, and there's nothing wrong with the American Wolves. That brings me to night 2 in Toronto. I have my second world title defense against that young knockout kid, Chris Hero. Now, Chris, we've had some recent history together. Back in November, survival of the fittest, I separated my shoulder against you. Then in December, the first time the Wolves faced the Kings, you knocked me out and you pinned me. But since then, things are a little bit different. Since then, I did the unthinkable. I pinned Roderick Strong and I won the World Championship. On the other hand, Chris and Claudio, you lost your World Tag Team Championships to Haas and Benjamin. Now, Chris, you're one of the best in the world. There's no doubt about it. I understand that. I respect what you can do in the ring. Whether or not I respect what kind of person you are, I respect what you can do in the ring. But I don't know what type of person you think I am. I don't know what type of champion you think I am. If I'm going to let you take what I've worked so hard for, if I'm going to let you crush my dream, step on my dreams, and end this title run, you are sadly mistaken. And I know, Hagedorn and you, Chris, you want to talk about this obsession and this need to have gold in the Kings. That's fine, because I understand that obsession. I understand that want and that need. I live with it every day, and I love it. In the end, it comes down to one thing. Not who wants it more, but who needs it more. And you'll come to realize, Chris, a champion's need and desire and my want to keep the one thing I've worked my whole career for outweighs a challenger's need to add just another trophy to your case. In Toronto, Chris, this dream continues.